Kia ora, my name's Gareth and I'm here from PrideNZ to do a quick demonstration about how PrideNZ text and metadata can be used in generative AI models. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of demos using ChatGPT4. So this is a paid subscription and it allows you to browse the internet, query the internet, and also upload files as well. So it's incredibly powerful. So the first demonstration today is just with a single audio recording, and I've just selected one here. This is Jackie Grant's interview, and we now have on the PrideNZ pages plain text. So a number of months ago we redid all of the transcriptions of the audio recordings, so they're just a couple of months old, and we can feed that information into a plain text version of the recording. You can see here we've got the title of the recording, the duration, so it's very much written for the ChatGPT to interpret. So it doesn't look particularly interesting in terms of the layout, but it's actually really useful when it comes to ChatGPT. So what we can do is we can take that URL and we can feed it into ChatGPT, and we can say something like this, write a 400-word article in the style of Wikipedia on this, and then just paste in the URL, and we'll see how long it takes to generate that particular piece of text. So currently at the moment it's pulling in the information from that page we looked at before, and here we go with the text. Remarkably fast. We can also ask the model, now that it has that information in its memory, we can say things like, can you summarize the top 3 points? We can also say things like, can you rewrite to a 50-word social media post? So the ability to really interpret that text and then reformat it, analyze it, it's just going to be so useful in terms of making articles, say for Wikipedia, or for doing it into student projects or research. Another way we can use PrideNZ material on something like ChatGPT is using the non-commercial data sets that we've got freely available, and probably the most important one is this media data set here, because it contains all of the metadata relating to audio items on PrideNZ. So you can download the file here. It's about 4 megabytes, and we can actually look at the fields in that file. It's just a CSV file that will open in Excel, and you can see a description of the fields. And what we're really interested in for this context is the plain text URL. So we can do something along the lines of, I've just downloaded the media CSV file. We'll start another ChatGPT session. We'll upload the file. Remembering this is all publicly available information anyway on the PrideNZ website, along with transcriptions. And we can say, let's I've just written one earlier, a little prompt earlier. I'll just paste that in. And we're saying we want to search the whole entire spreadsheet for Royal Oak and return the plain text URLs. And now it is searching through the entire contents of that spreadsheet and will return hopefully some links off to mentions of the Royal Oak, fingers crossed. So we're currently analysing the spreadsheet. There are 900 items in that spreadsheet, and there are tags and texts, and there are titles, tags, texts and titles, and other metadata. You can see here that it's bringing through some of those files right now. And so we could click on any of these links and it would take us to the file on PrideNZ. Incredibly powerful. So for instance, we could click on this John Jakeman profile and it takes us to the PrideNZ plain text version of John's interview. Highlight it, put it back into GPT, and this is still returning results for us. The Royal Oak was such a big place in rainbow history here in Wellington. I'm interested in John Jakeman. Can you please tell me more from this site? So having this in the same session as our previous query, it's going to keep all that other information in its memory, which is really useful. And so obviously it's first of all looking at the spreadsheet, then it's actually telling us what's in the spreadsheet, but it's not going to the website. So and then it's saying that we can actually look at the transcript available at the plain text URL. Can you summarize the content from the plain text URL? So sometimes it takes a little bit of time just to kind of get the right prompts for ChatGPT. But this is a great example of just showing you how it kind of works in a kind of conversational manner. It's saying that I can't access the URL, so I'll provide it here. I'll provide the URL here. And here's hoping it will then go and find. Interestingly, sometimes it does get hooked, it gets kind of blocked into in a particular pattern, and that suggests to me that it's still not being able to access the that URL. So what we can actually do, in fact, is we can create a new ChatGPT session, and we just simply start again. And you can see that I've suddenly got very short with my words. So, rather than saying, please summarize this, let's just summarize. But we'll see how we go. And here we go. So sometimes you actually need to kind of go backwards a wee bit to go forwards. But this is just an example of some of the really amazing things you can do now with generative AI. And hopefully it gives you a bit of an insight into what you can do with the PrideNZ material. Again, I say this is for uplifting the community, non-commercial. It's for enhancing our histories online, and hopefully it's of use.